Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, it's RJ, and today we'll be taking a look at the Bandai Taimashinations Ultra Act Ultraman Zoffy. Starting with Articulations, Zoffy's head is on a ball peg, and however, unlike most other Ultras, his head does not actually sit 100% flush with his neck, allowing it to bob independently of the neck. The neck itself is on a ball joint. The chest and waist are each on barbell ball joints. There's a ball hinge at the shoulder. The upper assembly of Zoffy's arms can move. Double hinged elbows. A ball peg for the hands as well as a swivel. Ball hinge at the thighs. Double jointed knees. Ball peg for the feet, much like the wrists. And finally the toe is on a hinge. Moving on to details, starting with Zoffy's face, it's painted a nice silver color. His eyes are translucent, with the suit's slits being just black. The back of Zoffy's head is painted a red color, as are his neck. The accents under his chest are red. His waist, thighs, and knees are also red. Turning him around, we have the same patterns, as well as the inner workings of the joints for his knees. The patterns from the front of his chest, the back of Zoffy's head. Here you can see his medals. Bring him a little closer, here is his color timer as well as his medals, formerly known as star marks. The chest stripe going down. And one more rotation for good measure. It's not part of the sculpt, that's just an accessory. So is that. And finally we have the other arm. For consistency's sake, guys. Now moving on to accessories, we have what is potentially the main draw of this set if one were to already have Zoffy. The Spatium Redoublizer, and right out of the box it comes in 3 pieces. 1, 2, and 3. That's neat. That's how neatness works. And to put it together, you take this piece with the nice blue piece in the back. That's how lighting works. Take the largest piece, slot them together like this. Then take this thing, and as you can see, it's a half circle. And you line yeah, great. Line that up with the peg inside of there. And there you go. Also be gentle, because it's fragile plastic, and this is a web exclusive, and you're going to not have fun if you break it. Also, there's a peg so you can attach it to a stand. And for future release sake, the Mebius Phoenix Brave. What the fuck is a Mebius? Mebius Phoenix Brave will come with an optional effect part so you can attach it right here, and the Mebium Night Shoot will be able to fire out of the front of it. For hands, right outside of the box, Zoffy comes with a pair of fists, a pair of unnecessarily harsh judging hands, a pair of flat chopping hands. For beam accessories, we have an alternate right chopping hand with the M87 ray, as well as a corona of electric energy that can wrap around Zoffy's right arm. For more miscellaneous accessories, we have a red color timer, and to attach that, you simply look for the small indent in the blue color timer. Get your fingernails in there, pry it out, and then add the red one, except correctly. And finally, we have an adapter for a Tamashii Stage Act stand. And to pry this out is a pain in the ass. As you can see, I've already scratched the paint. Use your fingernails and hope you don't damage the figure. Any day now, bud. That's not the one I wanted to remove, but yeah, that comes out. You get the idea. This thing goes in there. You can make him fly and stuff. Isn't that right, Vokshim? For packaging, Zoffy comes with this big old red and silver box with no plastic window since it's a web exclusive. Turning it around, you have a promotional picture of the figure. Oh my god, you got more on the back! That's the wrong Mebius. On the bottom, and for whatever reason, people love these fucking things. They're boxes with the name of the figure you already bought, and text you probably can't read because you're not Japanese. And the back is nothingness. It's bland. Why do people like these so much? For scaling, here is Zoffy with some Ultra 500 Ultramen, some Ultra 500 Ultra Monsters, some more traditionally scaled Ultraman figures from Bandai, and finally, here's Zoffy with some assorted Ultra Act Ultramen. So overall, despite Zoffy himself looking fairly neat, a lot of his accessories are incredibly finicky, including his color timer and this fucking thing, as well as the high-quality Japanese plastic that broke when I tried taking the VTOL off of its stand. So basically the only part of this set, aside from Zoffy himself, that hasn't given me any major problems is the Specium Redoublizer itself, which is probably a good thing because it's made out of really fragile plastic, don't break it money. So if you're looking for a neat way to recreate the final episode of Ultraman Mebius, this would be your best bet, but you might want to jump on it fairly quickly on some kind of secondhand site like Mandarake or Jungle, as this was a web exclusive and you can't buy it anymore. So go to one of those two places, or unless you have an alternative like eBay, go buy it now, it's great.